Hello everybody, Alex is here with another episode of Card Deck Maker. So yeah, I make only one video today, and because it was really short, I decided to do another one. I working on a few decks right now, which are in the middle of construction, and because I have nothing better to do, so I decided to do a little bit of experimentation and few decks just for fun. And today I wanna show you something which I think is a little ridiculous. Presented starting. So in past, I showing you decks which have either some nice synergies or theme. This deck is not like that. This deck is filled with cards which are good by themselves. So let's do a quick introduction. We have Light Warden for obvious reasons. Can get the damage really quickly. This is pretty much same thing, except mechanism is slightly different. Obviously, questing adventure. I have no good for crystal cards, so I did this one. So this one is little, well, not necessary, not independent, more like required presence of more minions. But if it's used in the right time, it can be absolutely devastating. This is basically Light Warden on steroids. So obviously, this card is very flexible because there is many cards in my deck which can be copied. So obviously, then we have this card, this. Yeah, I think this really don't need comments. So what's beautiful about this card, about this theme, it's basically pretty much how it sounds. It's Theme of Dream or Star Theme if you like. Every single card, well, with maybe with exception, this one here is simply for purpose being independent and being good by itself. Card which really don't need presence of anything else on the board being awesome. And obviously, I have not all good cards which I can have. Maybe I can get them later. I have a few spells for a purpose of support these cards because even if they by themselves are good, some of them, especially our lower tier cards, are relatively vulnerable. So this definitely may help. What's the beauty of this deck is every time if you have a deck, there is always this one super strong card which is really important for your deck, and eventually you lose one of those cards because you can be exposed by assassinate or polymorph or simply silent, something like this. If somebody wanna do with this deck, good luck. You will need it because there's so many of these cards, and every single card in this deck by itself it's really strong. It's really don't need anything else on the board. I'm really curious how if there's basically only weakness of this deck is some of these cards have a lower initial stats because that's the price which they need to pay for their special abilities. So that's may make things a little more complicated, but other than that, I think it's a really interesting that it's probably not bonds. Well, I think it actually is bonds, but yeah, it's definitely will be interesting. So let's don't waste more time and let's go right into battle. And we have
The light shall bring
I
victory.
have a pretty lame starting gun. Damn it! Hopefully I get something better. Well, that disappointment. Well, it's technically playable, but uh, so how?
For a little while, I catch a big punch.
Probably not best option, but I don't have too much choice. not realize it. I can easily die. That's actually better card here. Let's. Okay, so.
Give me a quest.
How things go. You have no idea card which one I'm planning for you here. No idea. That's actually, I can do
Give me a quest.
In the light's name.
Quest accepted.
Okay, if things go nice, then I put this here. Do you really think this will stop me? I don't think so. I can
Face the
do
light.
this,
Quest accepted.
this.
Quest accepted.
I think I can do this unless he do some area attack which destroy everything. Unless you have something really good, then you are screwed.
I am undefeated.
Not today. And you are. Well, that was fast. So I think you can already see how this deck works. Simply put so many awesome minions where your enemy basically don't know what to do because every single card on the deck is really dangerous and there's simply no way how you can stop everything. That's the beauty of this deck. I know it's a little silly, but if you get the right card and run right down, it's awesome. Let's do another one.
I must
And we
protect
have a
the
druid.
light. The light shall bring victory.
That's a terrible card first. Damn it. Oh, it's slightly better, but oh come on, really? And he don't have a card too. That's nice.
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
Okay, so I have this or this. Should I place Western Adventure? Probably. That looks like a. Come on, me, bro. Yep, and it will be worse. You have silence? Come on, do it. I don't care. Ah, what a waste. Only problem is I have about 20 more cards like this.
For a little
Ah,
while, I pack a
in your
big punch.
face. Oh, this. How many you have? Do you think this is enough? Because it's not.
Give me a quest.
Here I come!
Give me a quest.
Ah, nice. Very nice. Except it's not enough.
Quest accepted.
And it's Popis time. Hell yeah.
Quest accepted.
Still die. That's disappointment. Damn it!
Failed.
Okay. You want hard? Okay, I can do this. You can play this game, you know?
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
In the light's name. Take a walk on the wild side.
Okay, what now? This don't kill you. So how about if I do this and this? No.
Face the light.
This. This. That's 3 dangerous cards, but you can do only one. This help you too much. Unless you wanna kill this thing, that probably do help. But it costs you yeah, he's panicking. He's clearly know what to do.
It has to be snakes.
You serious? It's supposed to stop me. So guess what? You'll be only worse of you.
Expedition commencing.
It's not exactly what I want. Well, sacrifices are sometimes necessary.
Face the light.
That will help.
I concede.
And he's done. That's the thing. When I get a certain level, like Econ before, when I get a certain speed, then this deck is unstoppable. Like over time, I get more and more cards, and I'm getting strength really quickly. And when I get certain level, then I'm pretty much unstoppable, unless some miracle happens. So let's do this one more time.
You asked for it.
And we
The
have
light
Rage.
shall bring victory.
And for change, we have actually playable card. I think I can actually keep this. I mean, it's not perfect, not by a long shot, but I don't think I can hope for something more. You have card? Nope.
Hello.
Hello, indeed. And I have one.
Greetings.
Alright,
In the
so
light's name.
let's start with something small. Maybe I can do something more awesome. Hopefully. You know why he don't want to do this.
Face the light. Big punch.
What about
Face the light.
you?
I can hero.
Go ahead, do it. I have plenty of those. I have definitely more of these than you have these cards. Go ahead. I don't even
Give me a
care.
quest.
Here I come.
You have no idea what I wanna doing to you. No idea.
Tazdingo! Yes!
So let's do
Give me a
this.
quest.
This.
Quest accepted.
Well played.
And this is only the beginning. Believe me, it will be only worse.
You win this.
See, this is exactly what I said. When I get a certain speed, I am unstoppable. Obviously, if I get playable card, but that is something which is not restricted on this deck because Hearthstone is always like that. So yeah, like I said, this deck is a little ridiculous. I guess if I really want, I can make this even better. For example, there is few good cards which I didn't use, um, such as, for example, I can easily do few examples here. I can use, for example, let's see, for example, this card is really good by itself, but it's not damage focused. I wanna make this time more damage focused deck. Is also this card, which, well, it's also good, but it's need to be combined with other cards, so I decided not to do it. I can also use this card, but there is not too many spells in this deck, so I don't think it's actually necessary. I could also use Hogger, but Hogger takes space on the board, so maybe not. This card actually is also pretty good. Like for a price, it's actually capable to do some really ridiculous damage. Or I can add more uniques, such as, for example, Kill to Zap. Did I have some Kill to Zap here? Wait a minute. Well, it's Kill to Zap. I'm blind or what? Wait a minute. Where is Kill to Zap? Wait, what? What the hell? There is no Kill to Zap. What the hell? Wait, what? Uh, Wait a minute. Where is my go to that? And out here, huh? So yeah, I could use go to that, or well, go to that actually needs presence of the other cards, or I can use this card actually. It's also good by itself. So yeah, I could also use because it's freeze deck, then I also can use this guy, but there is not too many healing spells or damaging spells, so that basically is no point. And also there is this card which unfortunately I don't have. Maybe a little weak, really low stats for this price, but great inspire power. So yeah, like I said, this deck is a little ridiculous, but I had a feeling I said this about more of my decks. Okay, it's definitely fun to play this way because if you just throwing like one strong minion after another, then your enemy have no idea how to stop them because they are all good. That's the beauty of this deck. It doesn't matter how many silence or polymorph or whatever you have. It's when you get a certain speed, then you are unstoppable. That is if you get obviously some playable card because always it's a game of machines, but that's the nature of the game. I don't like it, but I have no choice but to play this way. So that was fun. So thanks for your time as always, and I will see you later with some more ridiculous decks.